This video focuses on the T-spine, or thoracic spine. So starting by lying on your back with your legs bent, pressing the spine into the floor, and then your arms will be sort of a goalie post position against the floor. You'll take a nice deep inhale into your belly without lifting the chest. And as you exhale, you're sliding the arms up overhead, inhaling and pulling them back down. Take your time and follow your breath, pressing the arms toward the floor the entire time. From here, you could pull the knees into your chest, give yourself a nice hug, and just rock side to side on your SI joint. We'll lie on the side in fetal position. Take your bottom arm and hold your top knee. Reach your other arm straight ahead with a nice big inhale, and then as you exhale, open up the chest by turning the arm down to the floor. Then bring it back to reach for your starting position, and then open up with your exhale. Inhale and reach for your starting position, and then you will open up and hang out here for a few breaths, allowing that shoulder to fall down toward the floor. You can give yourself some micro adjustments if you need to adjust your ribs, keeping the top knee down. Breathe into this movement. Bring that arm back to your starting position in fetal position, and then roll to your back. Give yourself a big squeeze through the knees and rock side to side, and then ending up in fetal position on the other side. You're going to inhale with your arm forward, exhale as you open. Inhale, bring it to starting position. Exhale as you open. We'll go one more time. Inhale as you reach forward. Exhale as you open up. And now hang out here for a few breaths, allowing that shoulder to drift down toward the floor. From here, you're going to bring that arm back to starting position, and then you're going to get up onto your hands and knees, and we'll do a cat-camel. So sinking the spine down and then reaching it up nice and high, really pulling through the core, pushing the floor away, and then sinking down into your spine. Now with a neutral spine, we'll take one arm and thread through, dropping the shoulder toward the floor, getting a nice stretch through that shoulder blade. Bring it back to all four and then switching sides. So taking your time and exhaling as you're reaching, coming back to all fours, and then nice long reach, dropping that shoulder to the floor. We'll now reverse the thread, so we're actually going to reach one arm up toward the ceiling as you gently push the floor away with the other arm, trying to keep the hips as square as possible so both knees stay firmly on the floor. Big reach up so you can turn your rib cage, bringing it down and then switching sides. Now we'll extend the legs and we'll go into a T-stabilizer, so the full rotation, allowing those hips to follow, pressing the floor away as you reach one arm up toward the ceiling, keeping that core nice and strong. Everything here is intentional and you're not falling into your shoulder or letting those hips sink down. Getting back into that tall plank position, stepping 1 foot forward for a spider lunge. You're going to take the inside arm and thread through the other arm, and then you're going to reach it up toward the ceiling. And then reach it through the arm, dropping the shoulder as much as you can, and then reaching it up. We'll switch sides now, so stepping back with that front leg, and then you will step forward with the other leg, finding a nice deep stretch in the hip flexors, and then you're going to take that inside arm and thread through the arm, and then turning the shoulder up toward the ceiling. From here, we're going to switch legs, and then that back knee is going to come down. Torso will come up, and we're going to work on some torso twist and circles through the shoulders. So using the arm opposite of the leg in front, you're going to sort of lock in your frame, making sure that your glutes are nice and tight so your hips are sturdy. And you're going into some big circles with the arm back, up, and around. Bringing the hands down for the switch, and then taking the opposite arm of the leg that's in front to lock in your frame, turning those rib cage as much as you can, big reach all the way around. From here, we'll do a kneeling reach, so you're going to get onto your knees and then sit back on your feet. Trying to keep the hips square and both knees on the floor, sending the tailbone back as you reach one arm across and up. So really sliding it along the floor, getting a deep stretch through the shoulder blade. You can kind of inch your fingers forward, taking your time. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you reach, going across as far as you can without shifting through the hips too much. From here, we'll lift the knees off the floor and sink into a nice low squat, keeping the toes forward. You're going to press one arm against one knee and then reach for the ceiling, rotating through the rib cage with that other arm, taking your time and following your hand with your gaze. Take your time and come out of the squat. We're going into some nice loose torso twists, allowing the hip to follow. And then we'll go into some chest openers. So you're going to swing the arms open and close, keeping them relatively high at shoulder height, and then swinging the arms nice and loose.